Welcome, Dayton. The Little Green Dress presents Traditions and Legacies, where we discuss family traditions and discover your legacy. Now listen with me as we remember what used to be. She is your host and author, and by she, I mean me, Kim Gresham. Hi, and welcome to the Little Green Dress Presents Traditions and Legacies. I am your host, Kim Gresham. Today we have Cierra Williams, and we want to say happy birthday to Cierra because she just celebrated, I think she's leaving her 20s or something like that. She is the Dean of Students at Emerson and was referred by my good friend Crystal because Crystal is her mother. Come on out, friend. Yay, how you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, let's have a seat. So tell me, you just go ahead and tell me a little bit about you.
Well, my name is Cierra Williams. Like you mentioned, I'm Dean of Students at Emerson Academy. I've been there, I'm going into my second year. I'm an educator at heart. This will be my 9th year in education. I think I go to school for fun at this point. I have my bachelor's in business administration, a master's in elementary education.
Oh my gosh.
My ed specialist degree, and now I'm back in school getting my master's in educational leadership, and I'll be a certified principal in February.
A certified principal, so you ready to have your own school. You just ready to just be around a whole bunch of kids. That is a blessing. I take my hat off to people who can really be around, kids like all day. You said you go to school for fun, and then you also go and be with the children because you obviously you love it.
I do.
So is that passed down from your mom?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I tried to be different, and I was going to be the one that wasn't an educator, which is why I got that business administration degree.
Okay.
My mom has one of those too, but I was like, I'm going to become a corporate attorney. I'm not going into education, but everybody's an educator, and it just kind of happened.
It just kind of happened?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that is y'all's tradition.
It is.
It's something that you guys passed down and made sure that you guys was in school, and her episode was so powerful because she was telling me how she the staff and how she makes sure her staff is taken care of. And me personally knowing in a workplace how it is when management don't take care of you, I was just blown away. And then I went to Harambe.
Yes, it's awesome.
And that thing was everything. They made me feel like a rock star there, and just the way he got them all motivated and happy. Everybody seemed very happy to be there.
They love City Day. I always tell my mom she's the blueprint of education. I love her. I model myself after her.
So I was going to say, is that what you do as well?
Yes, we don't do Harambe, but I'm working on adding some of those components to my school. A lot of that SEL she does, a lot of what I do for my teachers, I got from her.
Okay.
And my teachers, I like to say they love me.
Okay, I'm sure they do. I'm sure it trickles down because they really have very high respect for Crystal, and
Absolutely.
I do too because, like I said, it takes a special person, to raise these kids nowadays and to have all of those degrees. Like, what made you just want to keep going back to school like that? Are you listening? My grandbaby is here today, and I want to make sure my baby you're listening to this. Okay.
Well, like I said, I actually initially went to college and was going to be I was an education major. I allowed a teacher to intimidate me, and I was like, I'm not doing it. I'm going to become an attorney, which major turn. So I got my business degree. When I decided to go into education after doing Freedom School, which is where that Harambe movement comes from, I went back and got my master's in elementary education. And then I was like, I'm not a forever teacher, meaning I'm not one that's going to be in the classroom, so I wanted to do more, which is what got me that ed specialist degree. And then speaking of traditions, like education is like really important in my family. So I knew I needed to do something, and I just kept going and kept going. But I promise I'm done after this degree.
I don't think so. I think you like to go. Some people are like just lifelong students, and there is nothing wrong with knowledge and always knowing, because you can go in any room and have any conversation.
Absolutely.
Any conversation.
Absolutely.
Knowledge is power.
It is.
Okay, so you got anything else you going on? Like, what? Tell me about Emerson.
Emerson, I have been with Emerson, like I said, going into my second year. I love it. It's a fairly large charter school.
Okay.
I am over middle school, so I have about 250 students that I oversee and 9 general ed teachers.
Okay.
We are under the leadership of Principal Johnson. She's been principal for the last 2, well, this will be her second year as well, and she's really revamping the vision and trying to transition into more of that SEL focus, really data driven. Our goal in the next 3 or 5 years to be a blue ribbon school, and I believe she's put together an amazing team to be able to do that.
Okay, so tell me about what's a blue ribbon school?
So it's essentially just a school of excellence.
Okay.
Our data is together, our behavior is together. We have high-rated teachers, high-rated administrators.
Just A's all the way around.
All the way
Just
around.
A's all the way around.
Yes.
So you're in middle school, right?
Yes.
So I got a book, might want to help me get into your school or something
Absolutely,
like
I
that.
can make that happen.
Okay, now that's what I wanted to hear
Yes.
because it's important for the children to know as well, and that's the children's part of it, of the Little Green Dress, is that they come to know starting early, recognizing what they do in their family, the traditions that they have, because that makes up who they are. And then, you can be more accepting when you learn from other children who they are.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Okay, so let me ask you the legacy question.
Okay.
So now, if you were to leave this earth today, what legacy would you leave?
So when I saw that question, I kind of got a little intimidated, and I don't intimidate easily. And I think for me, I just turned 30. I know you mentioned. So in my mind,
Happy birthday
thank you,
again.
Thank you. I don't imagine leaving this earth. But then I remember, like, life is too short. If there's anything that life has taught me, that it's unexpected too. So I could walk out of here and leave this earth. And anyone that knows me knows I'm the president and CEO of the Beehive, Beyonce's fan club.
Okay.
And she has a song called I Was Here. And it talks about her legacy. She lived, she loved, she did, she's done everything she ever wanted. And she just wanted the world to know she was here. And as I thought about that song, I thought about my own life. And if I were to leave this world, I would just want people to know that I was here. I would want them to know that they can do any and everything that they put their mind to. It doesn't matter what they look like. It doesn't matter what anybody's ever told them. If they put their mind to it, they can do it. Life has definitely handed me some crazy hands, but I've learned to play them, and I feel I've done that with dignity and grace, and I want other people to do that as well.
Okay,
Yes.
I like that. Okay, so Beyonce, that's her first mention on this show.
Really?
So we're gonna definitely tag her.
Yes.
But that is important that you want to leave your mark, and a positive mark at that. And you definitely are doing that in the school systems with those kids, because you are molding them into who they are going to be, and they're definitely not going to forget you. And I know that because of where you come from, and the stock, and because it's so important for your whole family and for everyone around you. You know what I'm saying? The love just flows out of you guys, and I can feel it, and I know it. And I just want to thank you for coming.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate
I enjoyed
you.
my time. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. And that's it. It's over.
Okay.
Just really quick, just like that. So we want to thank you for coming out. Give me a hug again. Thank you so much for coming out.
Thank you.
And thank you again for watching The Little Green Dress Presents Traditions and Legacy. My new friend Cierra Williams is here. Thank you, and see you again. Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Ariel Winter. If you're like me, your pets are family. So when disaster strikes, you want to keep them safe. American Humane has tips to help protect our best friends in their worst times. So please visit AmericanHumane.org.
Hi, and welcome to The Little Green Dress Presents Traditions and Legacies. I am your host, Kim Gresham. It's another beautiful Friday, and I have a new friend that comes to meet me and grace me with her presence. It is the Reverend Sherri Nelson. She is here to let me know about her family's traditions. Let's welcome her to come on out. Yay! Hi, darling.
Good, Jess.
How are you?
I am well in the Lord and shun of blessed because I'm with you.
Yes, in my favorite color.
Like I said, blending with the furniture. We're doing this, and it's a beautiful sunny
It's
Friday.
bright. I love it because it's bright, and it's reminds me of flowers and positivity and smiles. I
Yes.
love all about that. So let them know how we know each other.
Well, we know each other by the referral of one of the ladies that I know very well, Superintendent Crystal Mosley. So she made the recommendation. I'm like, okay, let's do this.
You
Yes,
sure did.
yes,
And I
yes,
said,
yes.
well, oh my God, I saw your picture that spread in that tutu. I said, look at that woman right there. You are
Thank
so
you,
beautiful.
thank
I
you.
love that.
Oh,
I
bless
love
your
everything.
heart. Thank you.
It just jumped out. I said, I have to use this one. It's so beautiful.
Thank
All right. So
you.
tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, as you have me here as your guest, I'm also here as a wife of 43 years. And with the same man for 45, but see, on the weekend, he's my boyfriend. Monday through Friday, he's my husband.
Oh.
So we've been together 45 years. High school sweetheart?
I love that.
Yes, I do too.
I love
do
everything
too.
about
yes,
that.
Yes,
That's so beautiful.
I love it. And then we have 2 grown children. And then we have 3 what I call yum-yums, my yum-yums, because they're just my grandchildren.
Really?
And another one on the way, so I'm just excited to get with them toes and everything. Just,
I
ooh,
know,
my babies.
I know. You know what my favorite thing about babies? And you have yum-yums and I have sugar babies. I'm a sugar mama.
See?
They call me sugar.
See?
One of my favorite things with them is when they see me, they say, sugar. Oh, I love it. And then when they're little, when they learn how to hug and they put their little fat arms around their neck.
Oh, come on now. The life of a grandma.
I mean, the life of a grandma is the best.
That
I
it
love
is.
it. I
That
do.
it is.
I do love being a grandma.
Oh, I do too.
It's the
And I
best.
had the blessing to be there to see them first, even before my daughter saw them. I was there at the birth canal, so I saw all 3 of mine first.
I know, that's
I'm like,
right.
we
You
locked
was
eyes.
right there.
Yes.
I saw my first one, but I didn't get to see my twins. But
Okay,
I was still there, but I didn't
there
get
you
to see
go.
them. I would
There
get
you
to see them,
go.
but
It's all
it's
good.
all right.
It's all good.
So let me know about some traditions in your family.
Well, when this question was posed to me, it took me all the way back to when I was 10 years old.
Oh, that's what I want.
My father started a tradition where we did road trips. And our first road trip was to California.
Y'all went
yeah.
big.
Oh, we went all the way big. It took a week to get there and a week and a half to get back. Okay. Yes. No plane, no train. We drove. Yes.
Let me just say, let me interject right here. The children don't know nothing about packing up and driving across to go do something else.
No.
All they know is getting in the planes. They don't know about the long trip and the sandwiches and
Come
the
on,
coolers
come
and the
on
stop.
now. The little stops at all the little different places. We stopped at Indian reservations and all these different places like that and whatnot. It's like, are we here yet? We knew not to ask that question.
Because that was
We
taking
knew it was
our
going to be a
time.
long trip.
Yes, because it's
But it
sightseeing.
was beautiful. It was beautiful. So from there, we always did a road trip every year as a family, but here's what made it a tradition. We always did multi-generational. So that first trip was not just mother, father, my siblings, but it also included my nephew. Okay. So then as we grew up, it always had to include 2 or 3 generations.
Okay.
So even now, with me being older and a grandmother, it's my mother who is still living at the age of 95.
Yes, Mom. Come
Okay,
on.
at the age of 95.
Yes,
Yes,
let's
Lord.
celebrate the
Okay.
elders, yes.
And my husband and myself, then our children and their children. So that's 4 generations right there on the road. Road trips.
Packed up.
Okay, with
Packed
all the
up.
snacks and everything.
Oh,
Pass me the candy bars. Pass me the
yes.
raisins. Pass me pillows and blankets and things everywhere.
That
Okay.
is the best. I love a
Honey,
good
no,
road trip.
no plane for me.
No plane.
Let me get on the road. Let me get on the road. I need my pillow, my blanket, my snacks, my books, my
Yes.
everything. Everybody sleep before you
Everybody
get to the
sleep.
front. Love it.
I love
Those
that.
are our traditions. So we never ever take a trip unless it's a family trip and it has to have multiple generations.
I love
We
everything
have to have
about
wisdom
that.
on the trip with us and the children to see things through the eyes of their elders.
You said wisdom on the trip.
And we love it. My father started when I was 10. So I'm 60 now, so it has been a tradition every
You
year.
60?
Yes, ma'am. The Lord blessed me to see 60 this year. Hey.
Oh my God, you look like you all look like 48.
Woo, honey. 60, and I'm loving
Looking
it.
good. Looking phenomenal.
Thank you.
Oh my
Thank you
God, I'm so glad to
much.
have met
Honey,
you.
if you see my mama rocking 95, you'd be like, 95 what? Still driving.
She's still driving.
Still
She can come
live
on
by
this show
herself
too.
everywhere.
I want her on here too. She can
Okay,
tell me something.
I'll let her know. Oh, she gonna
Oh,
love
she can
that.
tell me something.
We'll definitely get that together.
Yes, yes, that'll be your referral. That'll be
Yes.
one of your referrals. Get Mom on here. I
Yes.
would love that.
Oh, honey, you're going to fall in love with her.
I know. So tell me some of the places y'all have been.
Well, we've done California, Atlanta. For her 90th birthday, we took her to Washington, D.C. to the African American Museum. She just said, Sherri, I need to go. I need to go because she's from Jackson, Mississippi.
Okay.
So she knew she was going to see part of her history there. And she did.
And she did.
She did. So we've been all over the United States on our trips. And like I said, it's the main thing is to see the country through the eyes of all these different generations.
Because everybody don't see the same.
Definitely.
What you see is not what I
Definitely.
see.
And one thing that's not allowed, cell phone.
Now
Not
just
allowed,
cut
to,
'em out.
not allowed to be on the cell phone while you're in the car.
Not even when you car.
No. No, it's a matter of talking, it's a matter of reading, it's a matter of the conversations, it's a matter of cracking the jokes, it's a matter of the pass the sandwiches. It's all of that. This is our time together.
I know.
This
that's
is our
right.
time together. So no cell phones are allowed in the car.
That is beautiful. Now, you know what I like to do on the car rides? I like to play the games. I'm the game
There it is.
girl.
There
and
it is.
We play the alphabet game.
Come on.
We play the question game. I mean, anything to keep you awake and to keep you
Yes.
laughing. And
Yes.
before you know it, you back at home because you done played all the games.
All the games. And guess what else?
What?
The other thing is no cell phone using Google Maps. No, we go to AAA and get the paper map.
No!
Yeah.
Y'all done took it to a whole nother.
Oh, like I said, that's when we knew the trip was ready to roll. When I saw my father go to AAA and get that triptych, I knew it was time to roll. I still do the same thing.
You still use the map.
Yes, that paper map. Yes, baby.
Now
Right there.
that is
right
old
there.
school right there.
And my babies, they love it. They love it because I'll get multiple ones and put them and give it to them. Okay, so where we at now? You know what town we going through? What we doing? Love it. No,
That's a keepsake right there.
I know.
That's a
I
keepsake
know.
right
I
there.
need my babies to know what I enjoyed at my age. Now they're enjoying at their age.
Because we don't do they don't do those things. The kids don't do what we used to do. The little simple things, hopscotch and jump rope and jacks and. I mean,
Come on.
you know what I'm saying? Just the
Yes.
simple things, those board games. My daughter, I'm gonna have my daughter on again this season.
Okay.
Because first season she talked about her veil. She made a veil. We made a veil for her when she got married. So
Okay.
now those three girls that I was telling you about, when they get married, they're gonna wear that veil. So now
Beautiful.
that's how they started that tradition.
Beautiful.
And then, but my daughter collects games, but her favorite game that she collects is Monopoly. My daughter has like over 20 Monopoly games because that's what we played. Monopoly,
No,
Life.
come on
you
now.
know what I mean?
You know those were our games.
Parcheesi.
Definitely.
Girl, I said Parcheesi.
She said Parcheesi.
I said Parcheesi.
She said Parcheesi. She brought it
They
up.
don't know nothing about no Parcheesi.
No, if it's not on the cell phone, then it's not an authentic game. No. Let's put that cell phone down and let's touch the pieces going around the board.
Let's touch the
Let's
pieces.
use the paper money in Monopoly. Let's buy the.
Let's do the math and count
Come
up
on now,
how many
buy up
books
some
you
bi-
got. Yes.
That part right there, you better learn something. You got math and everything all right there in the one game.
In one game. In one game.
Love it.
This is why I like talking about this because it's just so nostalgic and it just brings back so many memories.
is.
And not that I want to go back because I'm always wanting to go forward, but I want to go back to a time where, you know, we were doing those things together.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I
Yes.
don't want the cell phone to be the focus. I do want us all to come back to the table and eat.
Yes.
You know?
That part right there, coming together as a family. Because if anything, coming out of COVID, people were just talking about, oh, I missed the fact we couldn't hug, we couldn't come together. So, okay, now we can do those things. So what are you all doing?
Right.
What are you doing? Are you intentionally making sure that you're getting back to the Sunday dinners after church? Are you intentionally making sure that the first football game for Ohio State, everybody's over at the house with their red and gray? Are you intentionally doing those things like that? Because we have to remember, for 3 years, we could not do those things.
We couldn't do them. Stripped away.
So now here they're back. But what traditions are you bringing back, holding on to, and creating new ones?
The new
that
ones.
part right there.
Because I'm learning when I'm talking to certain people, you know, everybody didn't have a cookie cutter life.
No.
Everybody didn't have grow up with traditions, especially something so beautiful as that. You know what I'm saying? Those trips. I went on those trips, you know what I'm saying, to Alabama. We didn't go across country, but we had to go to Alabama and see my grandmother. And oh my God.
Yes.
It was my mother and her brothers, and we trailed.
Yes,
and
come on
we had the
now.
oldest uncle, and if you don't keep up with him, he gonna leave you. He gonna leave you. Get in the car.
You sure your girl uncle my granddaddy? Because my granddaddy, when he chinkle the keys, that means I need everybody to be in the car because
Right
I'm
now.
about to go. Okay.
Not now,
So
but
we
right
had to
now.
listen for the chinkle of the keys. Okay. Or the whole. Here's the one thing for my father, for my husband to be at a football game. Welcome Stadium. Now, you know how large Welcome Stadium is. When his father did this, that meant you need to be at the car. Out of all people, you go see somebody, right?
Yeah.
But guess what? They made it to the
knew.
car, or either they
And
walked
knew.
home.
And knew, because they
Now
kept
that,
their eye on him.
okay.
They kept their eye
I
on him.
know, I love
Beautiful
it.
times,
Love
great
it.
times.
Yes.
Okay, so now let me ask you I could just keep talking, but let me ask you the legacy question. So, if you were to leave this earth today, what would your legacy be?
My legacy would be that I have loved from my heart, and I love hard, and I love truthfully, and I love authentically. Period.
Period.
Period. Okay.
Ain't nothing else
I can't love from my flesh. It's easy to like someone or even try to love someone from your flesh, but when you love authentically with your heart that Christ has given you, you love hard. You love and you forgive, and you give grace. You give grace to yourself, and you love in such a way that it leaves that sweet aroma with the person. You may never see that person again, but they know they have been in your presence because they've been in the presence of the Lord. So that type of love, that's what my legacy will be.
Love.
Intentionally loving from my heart.
Intentional love.
Yes, because I live a life of love.
That is
right
so
there,
beautiful.
that right there. So that would be my legacy. I can hear my grandchildren. They call me Mom. Mom loved us. I can hear my friends. She loved us. And I'm not talking about just by mere words. Just to pick up the phone, I'm thinking about you. You're in my heart. I'm praying for you. Send a little card. You're on my mind.
Just because.
No particular reason. Just because. That would be my legacy.
That's what love is.
I know.
That is what
I
love
know.
is. That was so beautiful. I'm just really touched. Like, I need to go and talk to some people and make sure, I'm just doing the best that I can so I can do to be a better person.
Yes, with what you're doing right now, this, I feel the love.
Oh.
You're leaving a legacy. I will always remember this. So you're leaving a love and an impression on my heart.
Oh.
So yes, honey, you're
you.
doing the love thing. You live in love, honey.
I try really hard to stay positive. I try to keep positive vibes around me all times, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And I don't want to hurt nobody, I'm just trying to live in my own lane, doing my own thing.
What do you say? We ain't got time for that.
We ain't got time for that. I'm just trying to love on my sugar babies.
Come on. That
My
right
sugar
there.
babies, man. We have so many memories because we do those same little trips. But it's just us, me and my grandbabies. And I have them do things like this at our house. Like we produce shows for them at my house. So the last show they did was about Esther Price. Because she's
on
from
now.
here and it's
Come
traditional.
on now.
Yeah, they're
That's
my
what I'm
babies.
talking about.
It's my babies. Well, all right, we have come to an end.
Yes.
And it's time to go. Even though I want to, thank you for coming.
Oh,
my
bless
God,
you.
this
Thank
was
you
wonderful.
so much
Thank
for
you so
blessing
much.
me.
Oh, thank you.
you.
I'm going to come back and visit on makeup.
Yes, come
Yes,
on.
I
honey.
am. Give me a
Oh,
hug.
thank you
so much.
Thank you.
All right, this has been the Little Green Dress Presents Traditions and Legacies. This is my new friend, the Reverend Sherri Nelson, and we're going to say goodbye. Thank you for watching the Little Green Dress Presents Traditions and Legacies. Don't forget, you can see all our videos on my YouTube channel under the same name, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can purchase the Little Green Dress coloring books and books from Amazon.com, also from the Little Green Dress online. Thank you.